I'm at least throwing breaking your car window and throwing something on fire in the back seat. I feel like that's a pretty fair trade.
Can I interest you too in some delicious beef? Delicious beef.
Good morning.
I'm still bobbing in that shit, yo.
Good afternoon. Good evening. Whenever you listen to this. This is Green Bay's the podcast. I am John Holland.
Nick Trav,
Louis
Nick Atrocious, Nicholas Travis.
Nigga, this J-Mall.
Yeah. Welcome back to another edition. It's out earlier today. If you didn't know, we decided to do this on a Thursday night for you guys on the East Coast who have these early morning, late afternoon commutes. We want to reach out to you guys as well as, just get it done. I mean, if we're the guide to the weekend, we got to be there before you plan your weekend. So here we are. And we're going to try to keep it short hours today because I assume that's how much time you're going to be in traffic. Yeah. Anybody got any...
Talking to people in L.A.
Yeah, that's true.
People in North Carolina in traffic for no hour.
D.C.
D.C.
Yeah, D.C. Be there in traffic for an hour.
Yeah.
Folks, it is almost... it's getting chilly, I think. Not here, but wherever you may possibly be.
It's getting hotter here. It's a damn shame. This is the end of summer, and it's hotter than it's been all year here in California.
I don't mind.
That a bitch?
I don't mind.
I mind. Yeah, people are complaining about it. I don't mind it.
It's stupid hot right now. Like, people are going to Target buying fans and air conditioners and stuff. Like, it's dumb hot right now, and it's supposed to be cooling off a little bit. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, get your ACs checked at the beginning of the summer, by the way, too. Stop waiting until the hottest day in July to find out your AC don't work no more.
I know a girl, she just moved into her place. She was like, yo, my AC ain't worked all ever since I moved in this bitch. My landlord ain't got to fix shit. And I'm like, damn, you should smack that bitch.
Word.
I'm like, it's too hot. It's too hot not to have good AC. We just moved into a place and we don't have central air. We have the one air conditioning unit in the living room, and my black ass been sleeping in the living room.
Let's stay hot in that motherfucker.
That's why I've been sleeping in the living room.
It's all that paint holding in humidity.
Yeah, y'all the ones that's been sleeping. Hey, Lewis and Jamal be like, yo, it ain't that bad at night. I'm like, fuck that. I am not sleeping in my room until I get me a fan or some sort of cooling mechanism in my room.
Get you some dry ice.
Something. I'll put a block right in my fucking corner. Just fuck that. It's too hot. I'm sorry.
Well, whether it be hot or cold, cuffing season is right around the corner. Everybody's trying to find that one for the winter so they can cuddle up with. Of course, babies and all that stuff is going to follow shortly after. But you know what? Something's going to happen shortly after that as well. It's going to get warm, and people are going to shed their winter coats, i.e. these relationships. So today we're going to talk about the rules of the breakup. What you can't do, what you can and can't get mad about, which that's pretty much an easy answer. Nothing. And shoot, we might even just share some crazy ass breakup experiences, but let's just get into it.
To be loved, will you shut the fuck up? Whoa, what a feeling.
All right. The reason why I picked this topic is because the other day Megan was telling me about somebody whose ex called up to her job to interrogate her about some questionable photos that were on the internet. And I was just like, why are you even entertaining this conversation? It's an ex. You can do whatever you want. You can post pictures of a fake dick in your crotch if you want to and say all the obscene you want. When you are an ex, there is no obligation to you at all. Of course, easier said than done. But
fuck that.
Nah, you an ex for a reason.
Yeah.
You cut off. You cut off for any explanation for anything. As soon as I break up with you, I have no reason to ask you shit. As soon as I break up with you, you have no reason to ask me shit.
So then why do people do it? Because they're not really broken up.
They still have those feelings.
Because, the people that do it, they're just, they still have feelings. The people that allow them to do it are just stupid and they still have those feelings. Because if one of my ass called me and was like, hey, Nick, why did you do this? I'd be like, bitch, do it matter? Nah, but I mean, I would just be like,
because I can?
It ain't none of your fucking business why I did it. maybe I just felt like running with my dick out down the street.
Yeah. But people do it though, man. They get upset. I can distinctly recall a situation where I had an ex track me down after some questionable photos.
I remember that shit.
Appeared on the internet, and she was mad.
I remember that shit.
And people always hit you. People love to hit you with the well, I guess we're not together. Like, you're right, we're not together.
We are.
I've been hit with that shit too. Like, no, like we just broke up. Yeah, we did just break up. What, I was supposed to go into a mourning period? Like, you ain't die. You broke up with me. I'm not supposed to mourn you.
I moved on.
Yeah. Maybe you mad because I moved on quicker than you moved on. You shouldn't have broke up with me if you didn't know it was gonna if you couldn't move on quicker.
Yeah, you should have had a contingency plan in place before you
Plan B.
Exactly. Jamal, you quiet over there. Tell me about your breakups. What's been your worst one yet?
I ain't had that many.
I can't remember. I want to try to remember. Like, I remember. I can't remember if it was you or somebody else. You said I think it was you. You were telling me about one time you were trying to break up with somebody, a certain somebody, but she wouldn't let you.
Nah, that wasn't me.
I could have sworn maybe it won't you, but I heard this story one time from this one dude. He was like, I was just like, why don't you just break up with you? He was like, man, I tried, man. She just won't let me. And I was kind of like, what the fuck? What you mean she won't let you break up with her? How do you not get broke up with? Yeah, like, somebody just like, nah, we not breaking up, and then that's that?
No, we're breaking up. It's over.
I think my breakups were always like separation periods. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they just keep lasting.
It keep lasting. It was a breakup to make up. Apart. You know, and the makeups were great.
Jamal said, nah, that won't me. Nah, nigga, you got that confused.
Can you? I kind of almost wish we had like, we need, because I feel like we all agree on this case, so we're really just going to just, insult everybody that thinks differently. But like, all right, let me just name some scenarios. You're broken up. You see her, since we're guys, you see her with another dude at the club. Can you get mad?
Nope.
No, I can't get mad, jealous. But I am gonna be mad.
Yeah, I'll say.
I'm gonna be jealous as fuck. I'm like, who that nigga?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know. I'm gonna try to find somebody in that club right now, though. To
find somebody
with.
To make out with, yo.
It becomes a problem when it's somebody you know. That's when tensions start to flare up.
I was like, nigga dating my girl. One of those.
It kind of depends. For me, it's more so like, all right, because damn, now I'm kind of going back on what I just said. Like, all right, it is the next day. Well, look, like, if y'all at the club together holding hands and making out and stuff, is like, was he already kind of in the picture before we ended, or like that would be my paranoia kind of coming in.
I mean, you're gonna be thinking that because I have been there before. Like, I had my like 2-3 exes ago or something like that. She I'm gonna be honest, she got married like 3 months after we broke up. Like, no lie, like she got married like dumb soon. And I was kind of like, what the fuck? Really?
You can't say nothing, right?
No, I mean,
that was the rule, right?
No, and the thing was like, we have a long sordid story, and I won't get into it. But I was kind of like, I wasn't mad. But I was mad. I wasn't mad about being broken up. Like, it wasn't like I wasn't mad like she was with somebody else. But it was like, you got married? What the fuck?
The way.
Let me ask you something. Was she wifey material for you? Was she potential for forever and all that?
Put it this way: we dated 2.5 years. For about 1.5 years to maybe 2 of those years, yeah, she was like, I was like, yo, I'm gonna marry this girl. I'm gonna marry this girl. And then, I'm gonna be honest, she did cheat on me, and I took her back like early in the relationship, and we got back together, whatever. And then I was like, whatever. But just the dude, like, no, and I honestly know that the dude she married wasn't in the picture. And the only reason I know that is because he wasn't even like living in North Carolina at the time.
That's me, she ain't know.
They're Facebook friends and shit.
Facebook wasn't out.
Facebook,
There's MySpace friends.
Black Planet at the time was actually what it was.
Anyway, I'm gonna go and live by the fact that he wasn't in the picture.
All right.
Niggas about to go look up. You about to go start investigating. Like,
hey, was that nigga you married? Nah, but yeah. So it's like, I was kind of just mad at the fact like you married, like, because I was more mad at the fact like, so what were we if like you got married to him so quickly? Like, what the fuck were we doing the whole time? Like, I'm glad we didn't get married, but I was kind of like,
Didn't you say it was like a military guy? The military people, they get married like tomorrow.
yeah,
money.
because it's like they get paid. Like,
Ain't nothing
Triple.
more important than the moolah.
Y'all need to slow down, man. I anytime I know somebody that gets with a military person, I'm like, you know, you're gonna be married in like 4 days. They're
And
like,
pregnant.
nah, stop playing. And then, oh my God, he proposed to me. He proposed to me at Denny's.
yeah,
Like, it
because
just be-
it's about the money for them dudes. But yeah, so it was like that's the only reason I was mad, because I had feelings for the girl, and then I was kind of like, well, damn, she never really cared for me. That's the way I felt. But I wasn't mad at the fact she was married. But anyway, back to the point. Usually I'm not going to be mad if somebody's with somebody else, but I'm going to be jealous.
Is there anyone, I mean, let's give people something raw to think about. Is there anyone, I know there is, but is there anyone where you're like, dodge that bullet,
Yeah.
missed that train, woo!
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What made you feel that way? Was it like was it just like, oh, they ended up being crazy, or like, man, you really let yourself go, or like, man, I'm having so much fun not being with you?
I think it's like
The latter for me. Mine is definitely bad. If I would I would have like put it out there, but man, if I was still with a certain somebody, I just would not be having the fun I would be having right now. Life is grand. Put it that way.
mine is when you look at him, you're like, oh, boy, they let themselves go.
You had some kids?
Either that or they got pregnant right away after. It's like, ooh,
Yeah.
boy.
I mean, I've had some, I guess we were never really boyfriend and girlfriend, but people I dated were like, shortly after, the baby popped out, and I was like, could that have been me? Would I have let them talk me into
Going raw?
to do that? Would I have
Oh
been
no,
so
I
careless?
was going raw, but
Nigga, that might be your baby. Go look at his eyes.
nah, he don't look
If
nothing
you got
like
big
me.
eyes, then that's yours.
He don't look nothing like me.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done? Like, all right, y'all broke up, but you ain't quite ready, to accept this. Like, what's the craziest a girl's ever just brought out of you from a breakup or close to a breakup?
I never had nothing crazy come out. I was just like, every time somebody broke up with me or I broke up with somebody, okay, that's over.
So you never want I'm gonna just burn your house
Sit
down.
outside my car looking through your windows. No, I've never been that guy. I'm not I get jealous, but my jealousy goes away. I'm not the type to be like, oh, this girl, I'm about to go. We ain't done. I'm not that too.
I just want to move on faster than they do.
Yes, that's my revenge. That's how I want to get.
I'm like, yo, what we doing this weekend?
yeah.
I'm single. Like,
I want to
fuck
post
it.
as many
Lil
pictures.
Lil Wayne mode.
I want to post as many pictures of me having fun as possible. That's what I want to do whenever somebody breaks up with me.
Posting fun statuses.
Yeah. Out here hanging with the boys with no ball and chain.
Terrible.
Subtweet.
Bitches all around me.
I might get somebody pregnant tonight. That's what the status say. And hope she read it.
That's what the status say. You laying at home in your bed. Like,
I know, right?
man, I ain't got shit to do tonight.
Best parties I've ever been to were I'm single parties. I'm newly single parties.
Because everybody kind of go that extra, like, I'm going in tonight.
Yeah.
It's
Get
my first
drunker.
time single in a while. I'm talking to everybody. I'm telling bitches, I just broke up with this chick. I'm free. Like, you just go in.
I remember I kind of had one in the senior year because we just kept breaking up over and over again. And I remember that's the last one. I just plain out said, I was just like, this is the last time we're breaking up, right? She's like, yeah. I was like, you say yeah, but you think we're going to get back together at a drop of a phone call, but I'm telling you, this is it. Then like 3 days went by, and then I was just like, well, cut loose. Pictures ended up on the internet next day. Somebody sitting, not even somebody sitting in my lap. Like, we took a group picture and we were all bunched together on the couch, and her leg just happened to be crossed near my kneecap, around my ACLs where it was placed gently. And I mean, a fiery rage.
That's that, like, bitterness that's still left in there.
Yeah, look, when you break up, especially if you are the one that breaks up with the person, like, you need to accept that you have pretty much let your dog off the leash and left the gate open for your yard. And no amount of calling them back, I can sit there and be like, Caesar, he ain't gonna come back. He's gone. He's chasing cars and biting tires. And that's what's gonna happen with your relationships. So stop, y'all need to really, especially when people break up knowing that they're gonna get back together. Don't break up to make up. Don't break up to begin with. If the solution to your problem is I'm gonna break up to prove a point, you ain't proving a point.
You should never break up more than twice with somebody.
Yeah.
All right, I can see you breaking up once. Seems like, all right, let's get this another chance. If y'all break up again, that should be it. Like, don't go back. Because
the biggest problem I always see is like people break up and they get back together, and then it's kind of like, did y'all fix it? Like, is the problem fixed? How do you know it's fixed? And I'm talking about like a real fix, not like, baby, I'm sorry for cheating. I'm not listening to you. I'm gonna promise I'm gonna do better. We make promises every day and we don't keep it. Like, before y'all get back together, make sure the problem is fixed. Otherwise, y'all never broke up. Y'all just stopped talking for a week.
They just took a break.
Yeah.
You know what happened? They be laying there, they be getting lonely. Like, I wonder what they do.
You know what's funny though? I'm going to myself real quick. Like, I have been single for like 4 years now, right? And I've had a lot of fun, done a lot of things. But honestly, I think it's been the best thing for me. I can honestly, like, I'm not gonna put it out there like this, but or just make it seem like, the next girl I date I'm gonna marry. But I know I'm gonna be a much better boyfriend, because I can be honest. Last girlfriend I had, I wasn't a good boyfriend, but like I know this next one. That's why I was like, you were talking about how make sure the problem's fixed. Sometimes you got to make sure yourself is fixed. And I know, like, these 4 years, I've grown, so I know what I want out of a relationship. So whenever I go into it, I'm gonna let her know, and I'm gonna be open with her, and just I'm not going back on it. Like, I can adjust to things better. So it's like,
that's sweet, man.
I think one thing people don't realize.
But I'm serious. I'm sorry, I ain't lose. Okay. But you making fun of me, but I know I'm gonna be better next time whenever I finally find somebody, and I know what I'm looking for too at this point. So I know I'm not just gonna settle and just be like, because that's another problem people have when they get in relationships. They just settling for like that next person, and it's like, okay, you here, so we might as well be together, when that's not what you need to be doing. You about to break up with somebody, you about to have another ex, or get married to somebody that's gonna be a divorcee or whatever. So I mean, like, I don't know. I think the path I went on has been really good for me.
What I was gonna say is, like, even no matter who breaks up with who, you gotta realize both people are at fault in some way, shape, or form. Everybody did something wrong in a relationship.
I'm perfect.
So you could be mad at the other person, but you do need to take a step back and look at the things that you did wrong as what's like yourself, especially if you want to have healthy relationships in the future. If not, you're gonna keep doing the same shit over and over again and wonder why the fuck you single.
That's why, like, I just said, like, I can look back at myself in that last relationship and be like, yeah, I did a lot of fucked up stuff, and I can recognize that.
I could have held you after sex, right?
Not further than that, but yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I know I'm better, so I hope I find a woman that is found her true self.
I mean, I'm doing pretty good thus far, but I will say for those of you who are breaking up, currently in a breakup right now, and as you're driving and you're probably looking through your text messages, stop it, first off. And secondly, stop answering text messages, Facebook's, phone calls. Like, when you take a break and you break up, it needs to be a sever something. Sever your communication.
Delete the number.
You know what? If y'all just taking a break and you just, you have plans in your head to get back together, at least take an actual moment of time to not be in contact with one another, so you can clear your mind and make an actual decision based on like some logic. Because I see people all the time, they be sitting there and the phone, they get a text message, then they start talking and they start having this sweet talk and you should come over, or they get a voicemail. And I don't know why guys continue to do this. Stop calling from blocked numbers, because everybody knows who it is. And then 2, stop calling and leaving a voicemail sounding like you got an emergency. If you got an emergency, call 911. That's what they're there for. I can't do nothing for you.
You know what? It's funny too. Like I see that all the time. What you were just saying is like they start texting and stuff. You know how many times I've been around a girl that said, you know, I just broke up with somebody, and then like, you know, we might be like kicking it or what. Like it's never like me and her kicking it. It's like we're like with a group of friends, and I see this girl that's just broken up with somebody, and I see them like her texting and like cracking that smile while she's looking at her phone. It's like,
Yeah.
That's an ex dude texting her, about to get her to come over, have some sex, and then they're gonna be right back in this terrible situation.
Yeah. You control your own happiness. And if you're unhappy right now, it's your own fault. Yeah, I said it. It's your own fault.
It is your own fault. No, and that's another thing. I was dating this one girl. She couldn't sing like her boyfriend. What she would tell me is her boyfriend was, or ex-boyfriend was, verbally abusive. So I can't even say I was dating her. I was getting played because every time she broke up with a dude, she called me, and it was like, all right, well, maybe she actually broke up with him this time.
Nope. Rebound.
So it was just funny. Like every time it happened, it was like she would be like, okay, he's been treating me bad, and then she'd get back with him. Like you said, it's your own fault for going back to the dude because he's not making you happy. So if she ain't happy, that's her own fault for going back.
Let's talk about some crazy exes. If would you fight fire with fire? Like if you just woke up tomorrow and your ex-girlfriend has slashed your tires, are you just getting mad and letting it slide, or are you getting revenge?
I'm getting revenge.
I'm getting my money.
I'm getting mad and letting it slide because if you fight fire with fire, it's just going to continue. And I want you out of my life as quick as possible.
I would get my revenge and then cut you off, so that you can't. I got the last laugh. I'm bitter like that.
Nah, I'm getting revenge, yo. You ain't gonna slash my tires. I gotta get new tires. Fuck that.
I'm at least throwing breaking your car window and throwing something on fire in the back seat. I feel like that's a pretty fair trade.
You breaking the car window, throwing something on fire in the back seat. That's hilarious.
That's a fair trade.
About to go to jail for arson.
We both going to be in the same jail cell. Maybe we could talk it out. In all honesty.
You know what? You probably. I got the smart thing to do is do what Lewis said and just get your shit fixed and go on about your business. But just the vindictive man in me.
And you know one thing too, though, when you don't show that it affects you, it pisses them off even more. When you're just like,
that's true, but I need to see them being pissed off that I'm not responding. And I have no way of doing that except for doing something to actually piss them off. It's a win-win situation, honestly. If you get them back or you don't do nothing at all, you're still going to piss them off. So I say let's all do it. Let's all go find our exes right now and just do something. Don't.
Don't do that. You're going to have like 12 people in jail tomorrow because they took it too far. I'd burn this house down.
I am going to go find my ex and make them bad.
Lisa left eye.
Nah, fuck that. They're going to get revenge and end up in the hospital.
Random quick. Would you fight somebody for your girl? Like physically get into altercation, whether it's justified or not?
Okay. I you know what? Here's my thing about that. I don't feel like... Wait. Okay, there's one reason I will fight for you. If somebody is physically threatening my woman. But I've been like literally fight for her. Like, yo, you better fight me to keep her. It's like, if I gotta like literally fight for you, like, no, I'm not gonna, I shouldn't have to do that. That's stupid.
That is dumb, and that's how people get shot.
You can be like, so like the lady I'm with is really gonna be like, oh, you ain't gonna fight for me? Well, I'm leaving with him. Like, what? No, that means you won't all in for me anyway, because I'm not gonna actually fight somebody for you.
Bye, baby.
That's just stupid.
I think she should put herself in a place where that doesn't even have to happen. Like if I'm walking, if there's a guy hitting on you and I'm not around, I mean, walk away. Don't let him hit on you. But if it persists when I do come around, I will have to say some words. I don't want to fight because people are crazy as hell these days.
Like, and I said physically, if he like start verbally abusing you, then it's like, okay, I'm gonna say something, and if it leads to a fight, then yeah. But like I said, if you're like, oh, fight for me, Going back to my own story again.
Share our stories. Let the world know.
I had an ex that got mad because she was like, "You don't get jealous when people hit on me," and I was like, "But you not gonna go, are you?" That's why I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna get jealous. Like, if you gonna go, then that means you want to be with that dude. Like, so I'm not gonna get jealous because you supposed to be with me. Like, I treat you right. I do everything a boyfriend's supposed to do. So like,
except that
number one, I want my girl to get hit on. That means at least I have an attractive girl. Yeah. I gotta get if your girl not getting hit on.
So I'm supposed, it's like I'm supposed to say something that to every dude that say you pretty. Like I don't even get mad if the dude like tells you like give me your number. Oh, you got a boyfriend? I don't care.
Nah. Fuck that nigga. She got a boyfriend.
No,
He right here.
I'm not.
You can't tell by the way I'm looking at you.
No, I'm not saying in front of me. I'm talking about like if somebody like if she's out and somebody.
Oh no, because as guys, we would ask the same question like, oh, you got a boyfriend? Oh, well,
somebody at this table does it all the time.
You faithful?
Somebody at this table does it all the time.
Yeah,
you love him?
Yeah. So I mean, it's like I don't know. I'll fight for my lady to like a degree, but like I mean, I'm not just gonna go out of my way and be like, oh, this nigga hitting on you? Well, I'm about to hit him in the face.
I'm about to hit him with this damn stool.
Jamal, you busting heads for your woman?
Hell no. No, it's got to be like Nick said. It's got to be a good reason, logic behind it. You know what I'm saying?
So there you have it, women from a council of men.
So none of us here at Green Bench are fighting for you. So
I will pull you away from the scene very fast.
Yeah.
I'll grab you by the wrist and yank you.
we'll play an escape route.
There you have it.
Everybody gonna think we punks. Like, hey, they Green Bench, they punks. And it's like, nah, we not punks. We just smart.
It's an older perspective. Like literally, like guys do crazy stuff over women. They do crazy stuff to women. So if you want to be with me for the rest of our lives, we need to be smart. And I got to walk away from some of these fights. Like I said, I have no problem saying something back. Yeah. But don't expect me to puff my chest out and fight a dude and 6 of his friends for you. You ain't going to stay with me because my face is going to be swollen and looking like God knows what it's going to look like.
Fuck that. I'm getting too old for that. Like, if I play a physical game of basketball, I wake up the next morning feeling that. You want me to get into a fight? I'll feel that shit for a week. Even if I win.
And that brings me to my next thing is like mind games, man. That's the main reason why half of y'all be getting broken up because y'all be trying to test someone to see what they do, and when they don't do what you think is supposed to happen, now y'all got a problem.
Oh man, I got teasing. I had a girl I started dating whenever we first got to LA. She was always trying to manipulate me into shit she wanted her to do or wanted me to do, and I'm like, no.
Why?
Like she wouldn't just come out and be like, this is what I want. She would always just try to like toy with me and be like, maybe if I can get him to do this, then he'll do that, or maybe if I can get him to do this, he'll feel a certain way about this. I'm like, no, just tell me, okay?
I mean, more than likely it's not going to happen, but
a lot of y'all overthink things. You be like, you know what? I'm gonna threaten to break up with him. Cause you know what? He ain't gonna break up with me. Do you threaten to break up with his ass? And he like, bye.
Yep.
And you like, oh, wait, can we talk about this? Nah, you said we broke up. I've been waiting on this. Bye.
I always establish at the beginning of every relationship I've been in since college, like, if we break up, that's it. Ain't no getting back together. So you need to think really long and hard before you say, let's break up. And if you come to me and say, let's break up, I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna beg, because I am going to make the assumption that you have thought long and hard about this and that there is nothing I can do to convince you otherwise. Now, I'd like to know why, but once you tell me that, I'm gonna just say, okay, well, thank you.
You're totally right. They did think long and hard about it. Nobody just is like sitting in the living room with somebody.
To break up.
Yeah, nobody just sitting in the living room like, you know what? I'm gonna go break up with my significant other. they didn't go over there and do it, or just call and do it. They think about it and then be like, well, yeah, I think this is the best thing for it. So yeah,
You definitely got one time with me. We breaking up once. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
you only got 2 times to not call me back, and the first time I'm leaving the voicemail. Then I'm gonna call in a couple of days later, and I'm not leaving a voicemail, and then the ball's in your court. You know what I'm saying? You want to get a shot clock violation? The game over.
Don't be mad. We see you on Instagram with another chick on my
I know,
arm.
right?
well, we ain't talked in a week. I figured you ain't want to talk to me no
I
more.
think we moved on.
That was the one thing that drove me crazy when I first moved to LA. Was like, I'd meeting women and I'd call them and leave a voicemail, just as simple like, hey, what's up? You know, John, hey, hit me back whenever you can. And then days would go by and I'd be like, well, I guess they ain't interested. And then all of a sudden, hey, stranger, don't be hey, stranger to me. I called you, left the voicemail.
You the damn stranger?
Yeah, you the stranger.
A month ago.
They're like, oh yeah, I don't check my voicemails. Oh my God. Then why is your voicemail set? Why is your voicemail set? Why do you have a personal greeting on your voicemail? Well, you can save $2 a month and turn your voicemail off.
You know what though? It takes 10 seconds to check your voicemail. When you get a voicemail come in, bow, put it to your ear.
You ain't even got to check the voicemail. You could just check the missed call, the notification that's on your phone with the other 300 ones that are there.
Yep.
See, that frustrating. And I've been in a relationship for like almost 3 years now, but that still bothers me.
No, cause I still get that.
Yeah, I'm single, so I still get that. I like, bitch, I text you last week.
A girl I ain't heard from in 6 months just hit me up this week.
Like nothing happened.
6 months, yeah. No, here's the bullshit. Talking about no, she hit me on Twitter and asked me for my number again, saying she lost the phone or got a new phone.
She deleted that shit.
You know what? I could tell she actually got a new phone just because we used to just regularly text, and now she has iMessenger. So I was like, oh, she got an iPhone.
They transfer contracts.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm just saying I do believe she got a new phone. I at least know that part. It's true.
Yeah, I do hate when like it's been forever and you just hit it up, finishing the conversation that I text you 2 months ago.
Yes.
like
I hate that. I know exactly what you said. You hit a girl and be like, hey, how you doing? And then 2 minutes later,
I'm good at you. I didn't delete it. I don't even know what we're talking about now. What are you talking about?
Speaking of hit it up, one night stands. We're adults. The older you get, the more acceptable a one night stand is.
I only have one.
Because we all got needs. And sometimes, just like you got to go to a supermarket late at night, you got to get a thing in you.
Yeah.
Jamal, you ever had one?
Sometimes you just gotta get it in.
I've ever had one.
A one night stand.
Yeah, motherfucker. What the?
I was asking. A lot of people ain't had. I've only had one.
He took that shit offensive.
I did kind of take that offensively.
He said, "Nigga, I be fucking."
I'm saying, I don't know.
Jamal don't talk about his love life, so we
Yeah,
got to
I had
ask these kind of questions.
Oh, you had two. See, I didn't know. Yeah. In case you didn't know, people out there in the world, we don't necessarily talk about how much we fuck around. Like, I know a lot of dudes do, but I mean, we don't. In Green Bench, we don't sit there and be like, oh man, when's the last time you fucked somebody?
I have a vivid imagination, so the second you start describing it to me, I have to start imagining it, and I don't want to do that, so I just kind of just tune out.
Yeah, so I mean, we don't talk about fucking a lot, so that's why I was like, have you ever had one? I'm sorry, I didn't know if you ever had one, Jamal.
Jamal,
This nigga got mad.
It
didn't he?
did,
I didn't
boy.
get mad. It was just a weird question.
Nah, hey, y'all heard it in his voice.
Yeah.
Jamal, like I've had hundreds.
Yeah.
I be running through bitches.
I didn't say it like that either. I was just like, wow.
He's like, after this podcast, I got something set up.
It's like, Nick, have you ever seen a titty? It's like, yeah, motherfucker. Like, what kind of? I don't know.
Well,
it was just like,
I mean, granted, yeah, we are 28, and most 28-year-olds have had one night stands. Wait, you're still 27, right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Baby
I don't
ass.
know, but yeah, still even 27.
But
But
I don't
anyway,
have one night stands. They keep coming back for the dick.
anyway, what I was saying is like, there are probably a couple 27, 28-year-olds that haven't had one night stands. Is all I'm saying.
I'm
sorry
always
to be that guy.
I'm always amazed when somebody tells me like what they have done. I'm like, you've done that? How did you do that? Like when people tell me they had a threesome, I'll be like, nah, you lying. Like I have this thing. I'm like, I'm gonna deny it to my dying day. If anybody in Green Bay tells me they had a threesome, I'm like, you gotta have proof, like video footage proof.
That's my holy grail.
Like to me,
If I can get one,
it doesn't count if you had a threesome with 2 chicks that I don't even want to sleep with. Like, I feel like anybody can get a threesome
That is
where,
true.
like,
Ugly fat chicks.
yeah, ugly fat chicks. Like, nah, you need a threesome with 2 chicks that you could proudly be like, yeah, I banged both of them at the same time.
I mean, I get what you're saying. But a threesome is threesome. Like,
So you about to, all right, I'm gonna set you up with 2 big ass chicks.
no,
bro.
no, hold on. I didn't say I'd participate in that threesome.
I'm gonna set you up with some girls that look like Gerald Levert.
But I mean, if I knew a dude that he was like, yo, you see them 2 big black black bitches over there? I banged them both at the same time. I'd be like, damn, you had a threesome, dude? All right, that's kind of gross, but hey, you had a threesome. And I'd be like, okay. I ain't say I would have a threesome with them.
I'd be like,
if I ever have a threesome, I want them to be gorgeous.
I'd be like,
Yeah. Like I always hear guys be like, man, pussy ain't got no face. It has a face.
Yeah,
it has a face. It has a scent. Has a texture. It has a lot of descriptions about it. So don't be sitting there
Yeah.
trying to act like, well, I still smash, man.
it has a personality.
Yeah. I would have been more impressed if you told me you stuck your dick in a jar of honey. Honestly, you could be like, man, it was some straight up like pure honey from Vermont. I'm like, oh, that's dope. That's
that
dope.
honey right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's to me. Like, I have standards. I can't just fuck just anything. Like how some dudes is like, man, hey, yo, pussy is pussy. I'm like,
I've
no,
never
it's
been
not.
one of
I need to be attractive to the pussy. Like,
Because I honestly probably could have had more one night stands if that was my rule.
You just gotta get more drunk.
yeah,
You know,
drink more.
I've been pretty fucking drunk, and I can't bring myself to do it. I mean, and me and John were in a meeting one time, people, with these 2 older white gentlemen. We were just kind of like, we were meeting about management for Green Bench. I don't know how we got on the subject, but they were just like, oh man. One of them was like, yeah, if I could, I would just go back and just fuck more. And the other dude was like, man, I fucked all kinds of chicks whenever I was younger. It was like it didn't matter if they were younger or older or what, or ugly or anything. And I was just like, oh man, I can't do that. And he was like, oh man, you got to, man, it's the best. He was like, yeah, and the other dude was like, yeah, man, you gotta. That's the one thing I wish I did is just fuck more. And I'm like,
That's that position of power talking. When people get in a position of power, they be. I mean, also just being a man, but like when people get positions of power, they be like, I want to conquer everything. Take your pants off right now. I'm conquering it.
yeah, I have standards about who, because I don't know, even if I get drunk, I feel like I'm gonna remember it, and I don't want to have bad memories.
Yeah.
Basically.
And even if you don't remember it, they will remember it. Then you randomly run into you, and they be like, hey, you remember that night? No.
I know I can't have that on my conscience.
All right, Jamal, man, you being so quiet, man. Stop being candid on your.
He's sleepy. We up past his bedtime.
I am sleeping as fuck. I'm sorry.
We up past his bedtime. Usually Jamal's in bed at like 9:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's currently almost 1 a.m. Hey, we almost done. We got like less than 20 minutes. Actually, yeah, far less than that. I mean, any words we want to leave on people? Again, cuffing season. Wear a condom. I know we're adults and everybody wants to just be like, I don't need it, but you know, put one on, because when March comes,
Even though it feels so good.
Without one.
look, we all know that it's
You know, I do practice the pull-out method, but, you know, it's probably not best for everybody.
throw one on. It's only if it's temporary. All right, if you wife something up and you plan to stick with her past, you know, the Groundhog's Day, then by all means, you know, do whatever you do. But if it's just a temporary fix for your loneliness in the winter, I do recommend that, because you don't want no baby.
Hey man, she can work. She can get birth control.
Terrible.
Also, be a man or a woman about your breakups. No breaking up over text.
Yeah,
Hold on, why not?
it's gotta be face to face.
Nah, face to face.
Ah, yeah.
Because if you were with that person,
I've never done that, by the way. I just want to hear the excuse. Why not? Why is this not a good method?
because it's the punk way out, because you know they can't respond. They can't put you on the spot. You have time to look at what they send back.
If you breaking up with somebody, that means they probably know where you live. That means they can come see you if they really wanted to know an explanation.
Best way is just to leave a note on the door. and just be out.
Yo, it's been real.
Peace.
Oh, that's the breakup.
Yo, it's been real. Peace.
Yeah, we done. No, actually, a lot of people do that now. They just be like, we're done. But it's already like, you done already kind of, yeah, we know you're breaking up, but now that's just like the nail in the coffin is we're done. I'm going to be impersonal and just send you a text. At least out here in L.A. L.A. is a weird culture, man.
LA is a weird culture. There's a lot of crazy ass breakups out here.
I mean, to me though, if you took the time to be with this person, you took the time to sleep with this person, obviously y'all have some type of connection. So break up face to face.
Oh, this nigga sweet now.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that's some sweet shit.
So there you have it, folks. Grand Bench's opinions on the breakup. Just be broken up. Don't try to fix it.
And when you break up, don't go get in a relationship with somebody else.
Exactly. Be lonely.
Be single.
Appreciate being lonely. Better yourself.
I'm telling you, actually being single is so fun.
Yeah.
You have nobody questioning anything that you're doing.
Especially if you girl. I'm tired of girls being like, I can't find. I'm so lonely. Like you choosing to be lonely because you want these bum ass, trick ass, thug ass, stupid ass, dumb ass, guys. You're chasing them. You just convinced one of them is going to be the right one. Nah, man, go get you a sweater guy.
You're like, I'm gonna get him out the streets.
That is.
I'm gonna clean him up.
So, oh my god, that's so honest. You know how many times I've been put in the friend zone for a nigga that don't treat her right?
Yeah.
I'm in the friend zone for this nigga.
They
all right, when he hit
around.
you in the eye, he gonna be wishing you was with me.
Then when I get a girlfriend, you can be like, oh man, I wish my man treated me like you be treating your girlfriend. Like, bitch, that could have been you. That could have been you.
Could have been. And let's go ahead and get it off our
I use
chest.
a lot of profanity. I use a lot of bitch and nigga in this podcast.
I mean, it happens at night. Talk about it when we get it off our chest. Sound like Kevin Hart said that in the bathroom. like
Yeah, what's wrong with your drop, yo?
I don't know. It sounded like he said it from the bathroom, like give me some soap. I gotta enjoy that. I wish that was an intentional effect. Hey, do we have any get it off your chest? I feel like we haven't done this in a while, and we got to do it quick because we got about 15 minutes to. Just what's happened in the last couple of weeks.
I got a quick one, and it's real simple. Get it off your chest. My get it off your chest is to smile. And it's like, that's a weird get it off your chest, but for a lot of people, they walk around mad, and they like, even though they don't mean to, they come off really dickish sometimes. Like I work in a retail environment. I've always worked in a retail environment, and it's like, sometimes like you come to me and you ask for something, and it's just like you're just saying it in a normal way, but you really sound like an asshole sometimes. Like, yeah, what is it? What is this? Where is this? Where you could be like, excuse me, what is this, and where can I find more? It's like, just concentrate on being nicer sometimes.
Yeah, focus.
Yeah, like it's not even like you gotta like be fake. I'm not saying be fake. It's just sometimes there's a way to talk to people, and a lot of times it just starts with, smiling, having a happy attitude. My thing, like, I'm always smiling. I always have a happy attitude. And yeah, some people, like I said, for some people that's being fake. Like, if I don't, because I've heard that so many times, if I don't feel like smiling, I ain't gonna smile. It's like, all right, well, you be a fucking prude.
We've all heard that a lot.
You be mean and all that shit. But it's like, there's a certain way you can act towards people. And all I'm saying is, for people that are like that don't want to smile and don't want to be nice, it's just like, quit being such a fucking dick. Just be cool. Like, it's not hard. It's not hard to just be nice to somebody. Mm-hmm. Be nicer. That's my thing, getting it off your chest. Be nice, niggas.
All right. I kind of like piggyback off that with also enjoy life. I'm tired of people that's saying how much life sucks. If your life sucks, change what sucks about your life. Don't sit there and complain about it every day. I don't want to hear you coming in complaining about how much your life sucks. I'm loving life right now. I'm having fun. I'm doing things that I want to do. You can do the same thing. And I don't have the money to be doing most of the stuff I do. Like, it ain't even about money. It's just
about making it happen.
Yeah, just make it happen. If you want to do something, set that goal. Set aside whatever you need to do to set aside and make it happen. Enjoy life. Quit blaming your sucky ass life on other people. There's only one person that control your life, and that's you. So,
Sound like my podcast from last week. Plagiarizer. Jamal?
I don't know. I don't have one. You can go ahead. Maybe I'll think of one.
You know, I no, this does kind of bother me. Like, I understand why people do it, but I get bothered by people who just do stuff only to try to make as much money as they can. And I know that sounds crazy as hell, but what I'm saying is, like, do something you're passionate about. Like, stop every single day. If I see you doing something else just so you can hustle and make money. I mean, I guess if you absolutely love money, cool. But I hate people just doing it for the money. Because here's the problem. When you do something simply for money, instead of like just loving what you do, when you're not making money, you hate it. You're disappointed. You're upset. But if you have a passion in doing something, then, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how much money you make or how much money you don't make, you're always going to be happy. Like, I could I do shoot sketches for free. I also like to get paid to do them. I've done music videos for free, and I've also paid to do, gotten paid to do those. So regardless of whatever it was, to do it, the motivation was like, I loved it. And I just want to see more people doing that. Like I said, and I mean, people be doing some dumbass things like, man, I'm just trying to make an extra $50. And I get if you got obligations. Cool. Meet that. But when you just sitting there just stacking up, we out here making this paper. We trying to make moves and get this paper, man. What y'all up to do? It's like, well, what are you going to do with it? You going to go buy something stupid like a windmill? Like, what are you going to do with this money? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't take it with you when you're dead. So find a passion, people, and follow it and put your heart into it. Do everything you can to make that dream come true. Just like for me, for Green Bench, I ain't stopping Green Bench till I'm dead. I may look like a fool, but I won't know because I'll be dead. Simple as that. So find a passion. Money ain't everything, and it won't buy you happiness. It'll buy a substitute.
So true. Yeah. And nah, that's it. Yeah. I just felt like going out. I thought I would think of something, but nothing came to me.
Yeah. Like, I was thinking of stuff. I was like, I want something that you can't poke a hole in. But then again, I was like, but you know what? It just bothers me because I see it all the time on Instagram. People just
getting money.
Yeah, getting money.
You know what? I'm chasing dreams.
Yeah. Chase a dream first. Because then people pay you whatever they want. People love to live vicariously through others. Yeah. And so if they see you just happy doing what you're doing, they'll give you money in time.
And it's funny, too, because I was thinking about what Lewis was saying about how he's enjoying life right now. And it's like, man, I just have so much fun right now. And I'm damn sure not in any form of being where I want to be in life. But I make life a fucking blast. Like, can't nobody tell me I don't have fun.
Yeah, same here. And I mean, I got a good paying job right now, but if I were to lose it and have to go work at Fatburger or something like that, I'm still just going to be, thankful that I'm alive. And I was telling Megan this the other day. I was like, my worst problem in life is my mom's, disease. Nothing can get worse than that. So I can brush everything off because, my mom's like disease. Like I can't do nothing about it. It's out of my control. No matter how mad, upset, happy, whatever it is, I can't change that. So whatever else comes to me in life, so what? I get over it. Most of it's not in my control. So I just got to just wait for the storm to pass. And for the things that I can control, I need, instead of just sulking around and being upset, get off my ass and figure out a solution. It's just that simple.
Wow.
I should have said this on the last podcast, but we were just sitting there drinking champagne and going on things that I just forgot to say. But that is, like, whatever your biggest problem is in life, everything underneath that should just roll off your shoulders. Focus on your biggest problem. And your biggest problem shouldn't be money. It should be like, a much bigger thing. Like I said, mom's got dementia. How much longer do I have to endure on this earth? I'm just focused on let me just enjoy my family life. Everything else underneath that is whatever.
That's a great way to put it. Like, because when you put it that way, it's like that's a big problem to have. Your mom having dementia. That means whenever I think about what's my biggest problem to have, I don't have none then.
Yeah, and I'm not saying everybody compare your problem to mine. I'm just saying that just think about what your biggest problem is in life.
That's the thing. It's like I look at my life, and yeah, I'm broke. But other than that, I don't have anything that I'm like, oh God, I need to fix this.
Yeah. People be a bunch of Debbie Downers, man.
Yeah,
Stressing
Can't be
over
that.
stuff that they can, can't avoid, and the stuff they can't avoid, just let it pass, man. Let it pass. It might be painful, but
I'm telling you, it goes back to my get it off your chest. One thing that'll help you, and you're gonna think it's just a bunch of bullshit, but I promise you, if you just smile a little bit more, your whole perception on life will change. Just smile a little bit more. When you just sitting there, think about it. Think of happy thoughts. And just smile. That's some real shit. Because I'm always smiling. I'm always happy.
yep. Jamal. I know you got something that just burning up inside like a TNT, like a barrel of TNT.
Well, I mean, this is to get it off your chest, and the key of the game is not to disagree with anyone. So I didn't disagree. I disagree with a lot of things y'all were saying, but I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, well, fuck you, Jamal.
It is to get off your chest. So I can't disagree.
Well, let me guess. It's the go get your money and go get your money.
Yeah,
See, can't take it with you when you're dead.
but you could leave it for your loved ones.
What about
I think
mine?
you do that too,
Yeah,
but-
you disagree with my mind?
I do disagree with that
Why?
because smiling don't solve everything. And then
I
some
didn't
people,
say.
some
I
people
didn't.
don't
I
like
didn't
to
say.
smile.
I didn't say it smiles everything. It solves everything. I said it will help you in your perception of life.
I don't believe that. It depends. But like I said,
Sound like somebody making
no.
excuses though.
No, it's his get off his chest.
Jamal has always been one of the most angriest people I ever known. So it makes
I'm
a lot
not
of sense.
angry. I'm just
A realist.
yeah, I'm a realist. Thank you, John.
That's your go-to line.
No, I mean I understand where you were coming from. I do understand it. Like nothing's gonna like help you as far as like,
whatever, yo.
Just
yeah, whatever, yo. I was getting it off my chest.
and
I was getting
gritting
it off my
everybody.
chest.
I understand that.
I was getting it off my
yes.
chest. You can't argue back, son.
All right.
Tell me about it later, nigga.
I won't.
Look,
I won't.
different-
I was just presenting the alternative.
Different strokes for different folks. If you find yourself, like one of us up here, like you find yourself
say
like
smile.
Jamal, then just go through life not smiling and collect money and put it in a hole underneath your mattress and just have fun with it that way. If that makes you happy, cool. But if you're like me, somebody, where you just don't want to put too much energy into being upset, then you go with my method. Or if you were somebody else, smile. Like there's different ways to go about it. But I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, your problems can always be much worse. This is what my dad said when he had his second stroke. He was like, I was sitting there in rehab and, my right side was paralyzed and I was kind of like, upset and pissed at the world. And then I realized the guy next to me would never talk or walk again. And I was like, well, I guess I ain't really got it that bad. I just can't write checks anymore. Like he had to flip his perspective, and that kind of helped him get through it. I'm not saying it's going to fix it and make his right side work again, but it helped him not slip into a deep depression and not enjoy the rest of his life. And so I kind of take on that same thing. It's like, man, it could always be worse. And that's just a method to kind of help me get through it. It's like breathing when you're pregnant. It ain't going to make the pain go away. It just kind of helps you be prepared for it. And then eventually it goes away on its own thing when the baby pop out.
And I guess if you don't like the smile idea, it's still my main thing about my get it off your chest was it's not that hard to be nice to people.
Yeah, I get
So
that.
even if you're not smiling, I still take that extra effort and be nice to people, and you will get you will definitely get a better reception from other people than you probably are in the first place.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, find
And
a
that'll
passion
probably
first.
actually make you smile.
Don't chase it for a dream. I mean, for $1. Just chase it for the dream part. Because your ass end up in a job you hate, all because you make $10 an hour when you could be making thousands of dollars an hour. Is anybody ever getting paid $1,000 an hour? By the way,
Yeah.
I'm sure they just put it in a
I
salary.
feel like
so you don't,
Oprah is
you
like
don't know.
even more than that.
I'm sure it's $1,000 a millisecond for Oprah.
Yeah.
Well, folks, we're 54 minutes in. Actually, less than that because I wasted the first 2 minutes of the podcast actually trying to get the intro to start. We appreciate you guys sticking with us these past weeks. We'll have some other stuff. I'm still working on interviews, trying to figure out the system for that. YouTube.com/Greenbench or Greenbench.tv. There'll be some new stuff up there very, very soon. Some stuff that you'll really like. Something very
We're
different
about to
outside.
embark on some new ventures, yo.
The podcast was just the beginning. We're going to try to do some live shows. Just really getting outside of our comfort zone. We've been in LA for too long to not be doing this stuff. And it's like, all right, North Carolina, nobody was doing this, but now here in LA, everybody does it. So we need to rise above the rest of the people. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you for your support. I don't know what else to say to you. So everybody say your goodbyes.
Y'all have a great weekend.
Peace out, people. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Nick Atrocious.
Godspeed.
Yeah. Green Bench TV or Green Bench. You figure out what social platform my name is. Have fun. Peace.